so glad that you decided to come to day 2 of this 5 days to better sex. And what we're going to be talking about is 3 different subjects. I'm going to give you a couple of tips, and the main thrust of this whole thing is to get you to be able to have sex multiple times a day, multiple times a week. And those with erectile dysfunction, we're working to get you to be able to feel relaxed with your partner so that the stress level goes down and the action increases without medication. So, you know, what we're doing here is that we are going to be talking about the 5 languages of love with Gary Chapman. Now, here's the premise. If you know your love language and you know your partner's love language, what happens is it's Burger King. Burger King in the sense that you give them what they want, they feel loved. They give you what you want. So, for example, yesterday I told you about love notes, and love notes work. I'm getting some action. It's lovely. Here's the other part. If you know your love languages, you're never going to get the gifts that you've been getting that you hate, provided you talk and communicate to the spouse. This is simple stuff. But it is so dead on that I use it all the time. I use it with my customers in work. I use it with my spouse. I use it when I'm out with my friends. And the reason why is it's fun. I can make them feel at ease. I can get all kinds of intel out of them. And it's just, I get to play. So let's get into it. Active service. Active service, washing the car. Active service, doing the dishes. Active service, giving her a back rub. All right? Physical contact, back rub. Physical contact, holding hands, kissing, having sex, cuddling, sitting next to each other while you're watching a movie. Perfect. Time together. Now, time together is a tricky one because if I'm sitting across from you at a dinner, that's time together. If I'm with you at a movie and watching a movie, that's time together. If I'm watching television with you and I'm on my phone, that is not time together. If we are out at a lovely dinner and I'm on my phone, that is not time together. That's separation. As soon as this thing goes out, you're into separation. Understand that that's looking at Facebook, that's looking at social media, that's scrolling through your emails. On the other side, when she says, I want to go to a dessert place because I don't like the desserts here, and I get on my phone and I look for a dessert place, that is an act of service. Opening up the door for him is an act of service. Making the bed is an act of service. One of the things that happens in our household is that if you're the last one out of the bed, you're making it. And if I'm cooking, they're cleaning. If they cook, I clean. And life is good. All right. Number 4, gifts. Gifts can be anything. They can be cards with love notes written on them. They can be post notes with great words. Gifts can be going and getting a bubblegum ring and putting it on her finger. It can be going into the store, going down the card aisle, picking out a nice card, handing it to her for her to read, and then she puts it back. Gifts can be the typical things, the diamond rings, the earrings, the necklace. Gifts can be travel. There's all kinds of wonderful things. By the way, I have links that I can give you in order to figure all this stuff out. Last one, number 5, words of affirmation. You're cute. I love you. I think you're intelligent. I really find that you dance really well. I love your smile. I love your eyes. Your hair is perfect. You're silly. All of those are words of affirmation. So the next thing you need to figure out is which one is dominant, because the one that's the dominant gets you the action faster. Also, understand that your 5 languages don't mesh with hers. What that means is that it's not you want, and I'll shoot you straight. What I like, physical contact and words of affirmation. Those are the 2. Anything else? Gifts, last one on my line. And, time together, that's, in the ballpark. Okay? Hers. Hers are words of affirmation, acts of service, time together, gifts, and physical contact. Now, do you see if if mine is number 1 and hers is number 5, there's a huge gap. I got to go through a lot of stuff in order to make this action happen. But I can't. And the reason why is I give her all the stuff that she wants. And then she is happy to help me. It's all about the fun. So I happen to have this test, and the test is rated on 1 to 10. All you have to do is say you want the 5 languages of love test. All right? So, cleaning the house, doing the dishes, washing her car, doing the laundry, being a good cook, always fetching them things. Get me this, get me that, get me something to drink. Okay, get me my coffee. Offer to hold her stuff if it's heavy. Make plans so they don't have to. Buy her flowers, buy her jewelry, surprise her with a vacation, write her love notes, take care of the kids, be nice to her family, just say what you are feeling. These are all things that you can do in order to maximize being able to get the 5 languages of love together. There are probably, I know that there's at least 4 pages of this stuff. So what I'm asking you to do is either pick up the book or comment that you want the 5 languages of love. And then what will happen is we'll get it over to you. You take it, she takes it, you figure it out. All right? So, it's so much easier when you have a plan, and we need to have a plan. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about are Kegel exercises. Now, Kegel exercises get the blood flowing to the little brain. Kegel exercises allow you to be able to, at the end of taking a piss, you can shut it off. It also allows you to ejaculate further. The other thing is that it's going to prevent rectal leakage. It's the pelvic floor. It's all the muscles in your crotch that go up to the penis and around the rectum, and it keeps them tight. Why do you need them cut tight? Have you ever farted when you didn't want to? That's because you didn't have those muscles tight. If you want your butt to sing when you fart, just like when you belch, let me tell you, you can do it with Kegel exercises. You can scream that little thing and make a high-pitched noise. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So what I'm telling you is Kegel exercises help with premature ejaculation. Kegel exercises builds that muscle, increases blood flow. It also helps with giving you a firmer erection and a harder erection. That's what it's all about. We're looking to stop erectile dysfunction and premature ejaculation. I've given you 2 tips. One is blood flow. The second one is relationships and communication and the ability to be able to have a happier and healthier relationship. Yeah, it's all perfect. Now, the tip number 3. This is distracted drinking and eating. I've talked about it in one of my other lives in the personal page, but I got to reiterate it. I got to hammer it because number one, what you put in your mouth doesn't always go through without leaving a few calories around. So we need to be able to eat what we want and not gain weight. Eat what we want and look fit and trim. And if you don't like doing exercise, do some action. Stand up periodically, sit down, do jumping jacks, do Kegel exercises while you're at the interview for your new job. Do Kegel exercises while you're standing there in line at the grocery store. It doesn't take much. I have links, I'll send them to you. But let's talk about distracted drinking and eating. What it is that you're sitting there, you're watching something else, you're reading something, and you're not paying any attention, and lo and behold, everything's gone. And you're like, what just happened to it? Well, that isn't any good for your diet. More importantly, it's not good for your body. And the other part about it is it's a distraction. And I have mentioned multiple times this object right here. And if you're paying attention to that, you're distracted, which means that there's separation. Separation doesn't get you lucky in the bedroom. It doesn't allow you to have performance because there's no action in the bedroom. When you get rid of separation, what happens is excitement, pleasure, sex, conversation. And what I'm working to get you to realize is it can happen pretty fast for you. 5 days, and it will happen. So on day 5, what I'm going to be talking about is anchoring. All right? I'm going to train you on how to create an anchor. Now, what is an anchor? An anchor is one of those things that will allow, when it's worked on, a woman to orgasm in less than 3 minutes. It will also allow a woman to orgasm when she's pissed at you. There's a story. I had a woman that we had a rather up and down relationship, but I anchored her, and when she would come in the front door, what would happen is I would kiss her, she was anchored, and I could get her orgasm in less than 90 seconds. Is that exciting or what? So which means that you can orgasm at 91 seconds and you still get points. And that's the exciting part. So you need to come watch on day 5. The information that I'm giving you is going to help you in the bedroom with vitality, performance, relationship. Those of you that have erectile dysfunction, it's going to help you relieve that sexual anxiety. It's going to help you communicate better. It's going to create, if you know your love languages, it's going to allow you to start feeling loved by her. And she will be able to send you messages that she cares for you. And in that, that's going to reduce your anxiety, reduce your stress, and allow the action to happen. I look forward to talking to you, and I look forward to having you comment and tell me that you want this material. You have a great day.